Let's go.
Yeah.
I thought that was overturned.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I thought that was too much turn.
Yeah.
What? No way, man.
Did it stay?
Super excited to be back in my hometown of Austin, Texas for day 11 of Vlogmas. I'm Connor O'Reilly, sponsored by Latitude 64 and OTB Discs, and today we're at a course that many would call the heart and soul of the Austin disc golf scene, Zilker Park. We back. If you don't know about Zilker yet, it is one of the most beginner-friendly park courses I've ever played. Nice friendly front nine. The back gets a little more challenging though. Really easy to get from hole to hole. Great tee signage, nice tee boxes, and really just a course that you can work on your short game and become a better player. You don't have to spend a lot of time looking for your discs and the spiky stuff. It's nice and manicured out here. So Zilker, great course for all skill levels. We've got a little twist today. I'm only going to be able to use my Tour Series Faith or whatever variety of faiths I have in my bag. I've currently got 5. So you're only going to be seeing faith shots all day. Going to make this course a little tougher, especially the longer back nine. Hole 1's a 245-foot par 3. Couple options here. We have this new construction fence kind of blocking the forehand, the low forehand that used to be a really solid play. Since I'm only throwing faiths though, I'm going to go straight at it with my medium stability Delaware commemorative faith. I'm gonna steal some of my girlfriend's coffee.
Summer moons, winters.
Cause I love that moon milk.
I wanna go to.
Alright.
You know singing?
Darling, so soon. How can I get through? I wanna go to the moon. We won't mention the thing that I murdered with this disc. Might have been a berry. Might have been something a little more scary. We don't know. The name of the game out here at Zilker is throw it close, preferably circle one, and grab as many birdies as you can on this front nine. Now before I gotta specify on every hole that it's a par 3, this entire track is consisting of par 3s, so it'll be a par 54. This one's 5 feet shorter than the last one at 240, and you need a little bit more bend to the right to give yourself the most airspace. You can also kind of play a low ceiling slider. It's a perfect turnover shot for my beat-in prototype fade. Caught the cedar tie right in front of the bucket, popped me off a little bit. Another putt for birdie. As much as this low-hanging oak is a bit of a danger coming into the green, if you go long, there are some obstructed putts, so you gotta have a good distance gauge on this hole. 2 in a row. If you remembered Zilker from last year, you'll notice that holes 3 and 4 are now gone due to some construction and then bringing a maintenance shed over to this area. So we have a new hole 3 and 4. I'm really excited to check them out. Wow, my first time seeing this new section of Zilker and I really love it. Brought in some nice technical woods, it looks like. Beautiful wood chips. Shout out to everyone in Austin who makes stuff like this happen. Waterloo, Austin Parks, everyone else who was in on the project. You know who you are. Here we are on the new hole 3 and I really like the look of it. Nice and challenging at 240 feet with this low ceiling in the first half of the flight and that one oak tree in the center that you got to split. Looking like a really good forehand play, but since I'm only playing my face today, gonna be tough to forehand it there. Gonna have to just throw a slight drag over shot with this Delaware faith. little too much angle, but the main goal on this hole is to hit that initial gap, and I did that, so mission accomplished. Time to make a putt. Sloppy putt there on the third. Let this one get away from me. All right, here's my first look at the new hole 4. Nice and technical, right at 311 feet, so it requires a little bit of power too. Low ceiling with this gap right here is gonna kind of make it tough, especially playing putter only, but see if we can sneak by that leaning oak. Really liking this new section of the course here on hole 3 and 4. Creates some new challenges, some new shapes and distances that the course doesn't have, so great additions. I was not able to snag a birdie in my first time playing the new holes 3 and 4, but I will be back and I will get it. That puts us at 2 down through 4 as we step up to hole 5. Classic kind of tunnel shot without a ceiling. This one forces you to play a straight one. You can also play over the top if you like it. Number of options here. I'm liking the straight putter. Who would have guessed it? 232 feet. It's not too far. You just want to be accurate here. Going with that beat up proto faith again. Come on. Oh. Just flipped up a little too much, but I like the height, I like the pace. Should be a park drum. Got a little aggressive trying to run the ace there and had to make a comebacker because of it. Kind of the price you pay out here at Zilker. You decide, do you want to ace run it? Do you want easy birdies? I like a little of both. Hole 6 is our shortest par 3 yet at 225 feet. You got this out of bounds road in between you and the bucket. Couple options here. Off to the left side is wide open for the forehand or the turnover backhand. There's also a straight shot down the right side here. This was the side of my first ever ace, so always a memorable one for me here. I'm going turnover with my beat in faith. Let's go.
Yeah!
I thought that was
Nice.
overturned.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That
I thought
was
that was too much fun.
Yeah.
What? No way, man.
Did it stay?
Oh my gosh. So we thought we had our first Vlogmas ace, but apparently it just blew up the left side and finished through. So close. Roller coaster, but we still get to walk away with a birdie. Dang, would have been so cool to come back to my first ever ace hole and grab you guys one. Man, still recovering from that excitement on hole 6. Blew up the left side chains. Almost grabbed you guys that first ace of Vlogmas 2022. And here we are on the hardest hole of the front 9. Hole 7 is right around 350 feet. Out of bounds road to the right, as well as another one that juts just in front of the bucket, making this essentially an island if you want to go for the green off the tee. Big cedar tree on the right to miss, as well as an oak on the left, kind of shaping your line. Typically I just throw a big spike hyzer on this one, but since I gotta go putter, it's gonna be tough. Gonna have to throw a laser here. All right, power grip on the faith. I don't throw this grip often. See how it goes. road and at least made it to the green. Not easy to do with the putter here. Pretty happy with that. First circle 2 look of the round, got a right to left to deal with. Thought it was going to keep me up in the air. Not quite. Hole 7 does not give up the birdie easy, especially when you're throwing a 2-speed. Almost got it there though. Hole 8 is a 281-foot par 3. You've got this leaning cedar tree in front of the bucket to contend with, as well as a wood line on your left, keeping you honest. A lot of room to work with on the right here for the first part of the flight, but then you got some trees to deal with late. Nice straight shot. You want to slide this one up, but I'm looking for an ace, so try to give it the height here. Going with that Delaware commemorative faith again. Slid under the low ceiling of that little cedar tree for the birdie putt. Nice and close on hole 8, just like we like it. Believe it or not, hole 9 is one of the iconic ones in Austin. It's the hole that you come warm up on, unload your bag, try to get that ace. Just under 200 feet, this one's dead straight. You've got the road long, so you don't want to throw it with too much juice, but the ace is so enticing here, it's hard not to give it a good run. Gonna go with that faith and see if we can't hit some more chains.
See if you can.
Easy birdie. So disappointing to not give this one the height. It hurts me out of the hand every time. Wow.
CTP on me? Who is he?
Always disappointing to not give it an ace run here on hole 9, but this birdie leaves us at 6 down through the front 9. Not a bad start. The back 9 gets a lot tougher though, so make sure you stay tuned and see if we can get to that double-digit mark.
The champ is here.
The front 9 out here at Zilker is nice and simple, but here, as we get to the back 9, the challenge is ramped up. Hole 10 is going to be the hardest birdie on the track. Right around 370 feet, you got low ceiling through the first half of the flight, pretty much setting the tone for the hole. Dead straight shot to get you there, but seeing as I can only throw a putter right now, I'm going to have to get crafty, maybe go flippy putter roller. Let's see how it works. If I get this birdie, everybody that's watching this video better go buy one of my Tour Series faiths, because this will be impractical, improbable, and impromptu. I feel like I threw it about as good as I could. The right to left wind just knocked the bottom out of it though. Got a long trip up. A little closer than expected. We have a shot here. So close. Settle for birdie, but I'm pretty happy with how I played that hole, seeing as I'm only throwing a 2-speed on a low ceiling 370 footer. Bear with us, hopefully the audio comes through on these next couple holes. We're right here next to Mopac, one of the main highways in Austin. Hole 11 is a par 3 at 250 feet. You've got this beautiful oak tree in front of the bucket. That's really your defining feature. Also this line of crepe myrtles on the left keeps you honest and keeps you in here. This one kind of tears down as you go. Nice forehand skip ace opportunity, but we got to go putter backhand. We're going with the flippy boy this time. Funny story, some of the first times me and my brother Callahan played here, we were so worried about throwing the disc left onto the access road because all we could do was throw hyzers, and to step up now and to think about that type of mindset and those skill sets is just awesome to see how much I've learned. Hardcore. Hole 12 is a beautiful upsloping terraced par 3, right around 260 feet. It'll probably play in the 280-foot power zone. You've got this branching oak tree in the middle, making you choose whether you want to go left of it or right of it. Though I have seen my guy Marshall Blanks split it down the center and hit the cage for an almost ace. I got to go Delaware Faith down the right side here, nice and firm. Failed to give either of my shots the necessary height here on the 12th. Got to settle for par. Hole 13 is going to be another tough one to get with the putter. Couple options here. You can take the low driven backhand on the left side that kind of drags to the right for the whole flight. You can play the intermediate low hyzer on the right side or the high floating hyzer. I'm going to go with that high hyzer with the same Delaware Faith again. Line was perfect, just was in, I needed to either be lower or higher, and then do that.
What's up, man?
I was about to freaking ace it. Got to settle for par. Needed to give more height on that one. Really tough coming in late. You pretty much got to float it to the bucket with that putter shot because you're not going to get the ground play going low here. We got work to do to get to that 10 mark. We got work to do. 5 holes to go and we're at 7 down. Got work to do if I want to get to that 10 down mark that I'm looking for. This one's a straightforward 260-foot par 3. Plays uphill and you got some stuff on the left side making the putting really tough. So you really want to play this one straight or even a little bit right here. Perfect shape and distance for my Delaware Faith. Too far to the left. I'm gonna have some tricky putting windows, but see if we can get crafty. This oak tree is definitely thinned out since I played it last. It used to be very tough to make a putt out of there. Now there's a few more windows, but still got your work cut out. Hole 15 is a long par 3 for this track. 309 feet. You've got a mandatory keeping you left there. This is going to be one of the hardest ones to get with the right-hand backhand, so I'm either going to have to go big turnover sky shot or maybe quick flip roller. I'm still deciding. with as much canopy as there is to deal with late, I'm gonna try that roller here. Not even close. I needed to stand this one up vertical when it landed, and I had way too much cut, leaving me with a tricky little upshot, and have to bust out that forehand face shot. '15's probably the third hardest hole on the course, maybe the second, depending on how hole 7 is playing. So I'm not too mad at this one, but I need that 10 down, and I only got 3 holes to do it. Still need 2 birdies. Time's running out. Hole 16 is your classic right-hand backhand hyzer hole with 3 different options. You can play the straight at it, kind of tunnel hyzer on the left. You can play the low skipping hyzer on the right, or the big spike hyzer over everything to the right side, which I normally would elect for. However, having to go putter, it's going to be hard to give it that kind of height and get the accuracy, so I'm going to play that leftmost gap, try to flip it up straight. Bit of a headwind's going to make this one tricky, so I really got to set a lot of hyzer angle on it. Flip to flat on that power line, and I should have a long putt. Ooh, snuck that in the right pocket. 16 is hard in that headwind. Faith really flipped up the flat, but still handled the power. 17 is always one of the memorable ones out here. One of the hardest birdies to get. I'd say probably the 4th hardest hole. A couple options here. You can play down the right side for a straight shot that fades gently late to beat the right side of that low-hanging oak tree. There's also a big forehand, a straight slide under the canopy shot, or the huge spiking hyzer that I usually elect for here, but not going to be easy to execute that with the Faith. It's going to need a lot of skill and a little luck to put this one in circle 1. And we got all of it snuck past the tree on the right, kept tickling the branches. Circle 1 with the putter. What's up, Ezra? Whew, 17 does not give up the birdie easy, especially with the putter. Showing you guys how much torque these Faiths can really handle. Check them out at the description below if this round already wasn't enough of a sales ticket for y'all. We got one final hole to go here in the capital of Texas. Beautiful Austin, my hometown, always provides the vibes. But here we are on hole 18, 309-foot par 3. Pretty much your classic skinny hyzer. Can't give it too much height though because there's a low ceiling late. Going with this beautiful bursty Tour Series Faith. Gotta go full power fan grip on this one. Man, just deep in the bucket there, landed nice and gentle. Should be leaving on a birdie, and that'll give us, wait, that'll put us at 11 if we hit it. Let's go. Hurts to end on a birdie that you left on the table out here at Zilker, but it's all right. We got to that double-digit mark with just the Faith. So all in all, pretty happy with the round. It was a lot of fun to be back here in my hometown of Austin, Texas. and I'm excited to shoot some more courses around this area for all my Central Texas peeps. Thanks you guys so much for joining. This has been day 11 of Vlogmas out here at Zilker Park in Austin, Texas. I'm Connor O'Reilly for Team Latitude 64 and OTB Discs. Make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you tomorrow.